Live from Albuquerque, New Mexico, it's the Spotlight. And here's your host, Big Merc and Stony McFly.
Yo, and we are live here on the Spotlight. How's it going? I'm Stony McFly because I'm black in time.
Yo, what's up? And I'm Big Merc, co-hosting with my buddy right here, Stony McFly. So, yeah, welcome to the first show of the whole season. Hopefully we can, do this a little more. We're just gonna bring in, people from like influencers, designers.
Right.
You said, like just
Culture.
Yeah, culture.
People are culture. People are
culture, just in general. Yeah, so pretty much, me and Stony, we met like at the Expo New Mexico, and then he started rapping, and then I kind of spotted him, and then like we clicked pretty good,
Right.
cat, just like we got the good vibes together. And then too, I'm gonna put the video up somewhere here. I'm gonna put the video of the ones that we did together. So we did the lowrider, and then we did the
old school vibes, and we did Love with This Brother.
Okay, we did those two, and then so pretty much, I'm gonna show you guys a link to the description. You guys can check that out, him out too, and then off the show. So pretty much what we're doing today.
Oh man, we live right now in STAX Burgers, right here in EUBANK.
Oh yeah, that too. Make sure you guys check out STAX right here in EUBANK. I'll put all the information too, locations, the menu, and all that. They can pretty much check out. And then,
y'all come support them, man, and get in detail with us and follow us through this journey, man. Follow us through this journey.
Yeah. So right now we're gonna be bringing in what is it? The man, the
Casket, the legend, yo, Mr. Casket Hill. Y'all, Stony McFly, I'm Black in Time, and we here live with Casket Hill.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
All right. Yeah. So pretty much we just want to ask, like, this is dope, man. Like here in Albuquerque, like, what made you just open up like food and hip hop together,
Well, we started off as a food truck in June of 2020, and with that we decided, hip hop and food goes well together, and we needed to come up with a theme and needed to make sure it was something memorable. So, we had to come together and come up with different menu item names and make sure everything made sense that wasn't gimmicky. So we have like our 2 patties and cheeseburgers, our 2 pop burgers. It's 2 patties and cheese.
Yeah, I love it.
So we have our green chili cheeseburger, which is our G-Cheesy, I've loved hip hop, and everything here is always a play on words, and hip hop is a play on words. So that's what we do here with our burgers.
Yeah, man. What year did y'all establish this, and what was like what made you want to make a hip hop restaurant in Albuquerque?
So like I said, we started off as a food truck in June of 2020, and with that we had our food truck. It looked like a big boombox. It's wrapped like that. So to have it like that, one, sets you apart from all the other food trucks that are out there, just the other black colors, red colors, yellow colors, things like that. So once again, it had to play into that part of being memorable, and something that people, when they see with their eyes, it draws their attention to them. And with that idea, to be honest, my wife and I, we were sitting around, we were watching the American food truck race.
Okay.
And, after watching that for a while, we were like, let's see what we can do with that. So we put a plan in motion and executed it, and the rest has been history. I tell everybody with this, you have places that are like Hard Rock and Planet Hollywood where they play a certain type of music. But here, you don't have nothing here where you just play hip hop all day, every day. And it's something that's relatable to people, whether you're young, you're old, you come in and enjoy the vibe, you enjoy the music, you enjoy the food, and it's rare to come by something that has all three of those things.
Right on.
Cool, man. And are you guys originally from Albuquerque?
I was born here, raised in California, came back during my teenage years, lived out in the war zone when I was a kid, Arizona and Zuni. So I love Albuquerque. Came back here about 17 years ago from Florida. My son was born out here, so I've always wanted to come back. So I've been around the world. I've been, to many different states, but there's just something here about New Mexico and Albuquerque that has my heart.
Okay. So, which one of y'all, both of y'all just got a love for hip hop too? Like, what was the inspiration by naming all the food at the hip hop icons?
Well, no, my wife is all country. She's not.
Oh, country. Okay.
Yeah, no, so she's all country. So really, everything landed on me and my knowledge of hip hop and just the different songs and making sure, like I said, everything makes sense. You can get very gimmicky, like how some hip hop songs are nowadays.
Yeah.
But here we make sure that we don't become gimmicky. Everything has to make sense.
Yeah, y'all preserve culture.
Exactly. And it's the culture of hip hop. It's not just one specific part of it. It's all encompassing.
Dope, man. And then do you have like a culinary background, or is it just something like you and your wife said, hey, they just put it all together? Or?
No, not really. I cooked when I was in the military. I've cooked, for my kids. When we lived out in Florida, I was a cook out there for 5 years doing surf and turf and seafood.
Okay.
Things of that nature. So honing my skills in different ways and learning different, home scratch food making, what actually tastes well, and, making sure that you don't overdo it.
Okay. Man. I want to say, man, much love to the New Mexico artists out here. Long live Wake Self. And we're going to keep preserving culture, man. I'm from Mississippi, so how often do you see artists from other states?
We get a lot of artists from here and who come here from out of state. We've had, obviously, you've been here. We had you up on our wall.
Been here.
We've had Gorilla Zoe was here just a few weeks ago.
Shout out Zoe.
Prior to that, we've had NB Riders come through. We've fed Capadonna a few times. Some other people from the Lieutenant members. So, everybody that has come through has really liked the vibe. They love what we're doing. They wish that there was a spot like this, where they're from. And, that's what our main goal is, to reach to other cities with this. There's nothing like what we have here. So, we want to continue this and reach to other places to where they can experience the PHAT STAX.
Okay. Yeah, y'all heard that, man. Y'all make sure y'all come down to PHAT STAX Burger if y'all need something for lunch, dinner time, and y'all want to see some hip-hop culture and just feel embraced. Like the whole store, man, it's just friendly, man. I love it.
Yeah, and then me, straight up coming from Cali, Boyle Heights, grew up there, just recently moved out here. That's true, man. I've never seen nothing like this over there. I mean, you always see the hipster kind of, food and who has the biggest burger or different kind of gimmicky shit that they do. But when I seen it, I was just like, I think I checked out the spot over there on Central.
Our Knob Hill
location.
location.
Your Knob Hill location. Well, you have to go to and check out. I seen it and I was just like, dude, that's dope, man.
Thank you.
It was just like, putting that together was a little something like, you've never seen before, and that's cool, man. That's cool that you're bringing that stuff to Albuquerque, and I know, like you said, people from different cultures are coming in and kind of mixing all that in,
And it's cool to see that. It's cool to see, the young, the old, everybody come together, whether it's for the food or the ambiance, or however it is, everybody, like I said, it's something that it's not what's out there. So that's what we try to provide, is everybody to have that nostalgic feel, back when you were a kid and you couldn't really enjoy the certain things that you can now.
Right.
So that's where we have been.
Right. It don't give me fast food vibes. Like, people come here and they sit down with their families. And what's the biggest thing that you wanna like show the world and Albuquerque what you want Fat Stacks to mean to everybody?
It is a place where you bring your family, where you enjoy the hip hop vibes that bring back your nostalgic memories. The true feel of hip hop, not necessarily what it is nowadays.
Right.
But back to the roots of it, back to the times where hip hop was storytelling. So that's what we like to do here. Here you're providing people with different stories that they can tell other people as well about, there's this burger joint you gotta go to. It's nothing like anybody else out there. And it's a good feeling to hear that when we have people that come in from out of state just to visit, like with family members or whatnot. They're like, man, this is dope. This needs to be in, where I'm from in Atlanta, or where in DC, or so that gives me hope that we will do well when we expand further.
Okay. I love that.
All right, cool, man. Yeah. So, what do you think? What do you think the future holds to Fat Stacks? Like, what do you think now? I mean, I know a lot of people don't really like to tell what their next step is, but would you like to share a little? Like, okay, what do you think? Like, you want to expand to other cities, or you want to do this like kind of like? I know I've heard of people where they franchise it. You know what I mean? You do it as a company, and you can franchise it in different states or different people. You pretty much sell your name. You know what I mean? I mean, is that something that you're looking at, or is it something that this is it right here, or do you think that you're gonna go to other cities, or what's if you want to share what your next?
We plan on expanding. There's been a lot of call for us out to the west side. So we're going to move out to that side eventually once we get things smoothed out here and we find a good spot out there. As far as going further beyond Albuquerque, of course, we are always going through different cities and seeing what potential opportunities there may be for us, if there is. We've had many calling for us to come out to Phoenix. We've had many calling for us to come out to Las Cruces, El Paso. So we hear our fans, we hear our customers, and baby steps on when we do everything. We've been 6 years in business since the food truck. So we started the food truck, like I said, in 2020. We opened up our first location in 2023, and then our second location is in 2026. So in 6 years, 3 places. It's really
We'll
good.
have to knock these walls down to make it bigger, right? When I came in, there's the Zumba thing that's like out of business.
It's a beauty bar next door.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
so
they do beauty stuff there. They also do by appointments, things like that.
Okay.
And come through, y'all get y'all card, man, a loyalty card, man. They make great steaks here, make great burgers, great chicken. So make sure if y'all gonna be loyal, get you a loyalty card and punch in with Fat Stacks Burger.
All right, cool. And before we get out of here and enjoy some of this food, you want to add something else?
Yeah. Come visit us at any of our locations, 114 Tulane Southeast in Albuquerque, and 1301 EUBANK here in the east side. Two places for enjoy burgers, food, the ambiance, the service, everything.
Yeah, and then everything that we're saying, I'm gonna put it in the description, or I'm gonna put links to everything. That way, we can link each other's infos.
I appreciate that.
Everybody can network with each other, whatever you want to add, and then hopefully anything else, Tony, before we get out of here, try to enjoy some food now.
Oh man, definitely gotta spit some bars up in here before we get out of here. So, on the end of the spotlight, y'all gonna get an exclusive freestyle by Money on the Stony Blue 5 Flame, aka McFly, in black and tan. Let's go.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for having us and letting us do this, and then hopefully we can reach a broader audience and get more business in here. And
I appreciate you guys.
And then with Stony Saturdays, every Saturday, I'm gonna put the description too. He's gonna be freestyling right here too, and come check out some good food, and but thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
All right, cool.
Man,
All right, guys.
you too, man.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Cool. Thank you, man.
Thank you.